What's on stage in Western New York, St. Patrick's Day isn't the only reason crowds will be seeing green in Lockport this weekend. Characters from a favorite movie are coming to life on stage at the historic Palace Theater. We're here right now with the executive director of Shrek the Musical, Christopher Prada, also Nate Stern, who plays Shrek in the show. Thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And tonight's opening night. Now, I have to ask, did you plan to perform Shrek on St. Patrick's Day weekend? It seems too perfect.
You know, it just kind of happened. We applied for the rights and royalties to the show, and this was around the only weekend that they had available, so we took it, and it works out well for us.
Now, if people haven't seen the show before, they've likely seen the movie. What kind of similarities and differences are there between the movie and the onstage performance?
Well, all the songs are original for the musical production. The song "I'm a Believer" is the only song that the audience will probably recognize, and it's at the end of the show. It's a great finale for the show. But a lot of the lines are verbatim from the movie, taken right from the script, so that they'll be able to recognize a lot of those.
And what was it like for you to get into the mind of Shrek? I mean, this is such a well-known character at this point, a great character.
Yeah, it is. It's really neat, kind of developing the character. You know, people recognize the movie, and so I've watched the movie quite a few times. And then there's also there's a Broadway production that's in film, so you kind of look at that and how they portrayed it and whatnot, and you kind of take a little bit of give and take of what other characters have done with it, and then you develop your own kind of ways of developing the character.
And you're here today on the show as Nate Stern, actor, but you must look very different on stage. What is your costume like?
Oh man, well the costume is, it's a full fat suit bodysuit. I'm only 5'8" on a good day, so the costume gets me a little over 6 foot, looks really bulky with the fat suit, and then there's a hood that's like a rubber hood with my ears and stuff like that, and then the face is a liquid latex, or a latex face that gets put on my face like with liquid latex, and it feels just like skin. It's very durable, so I can sing, I can move, I can do all that, but yeah, you won't recognize me.
How long does it take for you to get dressed for a performance?
Anywhere in between 40 and 50 minutes to get on and make sure everything's all glued down correctly and nothing's popping out or anything like that.
And it's not just the Shrek costume that's really impressive with this show, right, Chris? All of the costumes are, we just saw some photos, they're all amazing.
Absolutely. There's 52 cast members in the show, and we have just over 100 costumes. Some people are doing 2, 3, 4 different roles, so lots of dressers and stuff backstage, but it's very fun.
And you're also having a sponsor costume program going on.
We did. We did a costume challenge just to help raise funds to get the costumes, and a lot of them were built just for us, so they're right to our specs and our sizes. They're beautiful.
It's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the characters from Shrek come to life. I'm sure a lot of children will be in the audience. Are there any children in the show?
There's a couple kids in the show. There's a young Fiona, there's one that plays Grumpy, there's a young Shrek. It's great for kids. The show, you know, Act 1's about an hour, Act 2 is 45 minutes, and, you know, it's cold outside, we're sick of the snow. It's a great way to get out and get the kids, you know, interested in the arts and theater and see a well-known show.
Nate, what's your favorite part of playing Shrek? Favorite scene?
My favorite scene is probably the end of Act 1. It's a song called Who I'd Be. It's kind of the beautiful thing about the show is that while there is all the funny lines, all the humor that's involved in it, the show kind of peels back a lot of layers. I'll reference the show as ogres are like onions. Peels back a lot of layers, and you really get to see like a kind of a sentimental side to things, which is nice because it doesn't last too long. It's a nice way to get the message across. But then the end of Act 1 is a song where myself and Donkey and Fiona are singing. It's about Shrek talking about if he wasn't an ogre. Donkey asks him, if you could be anybody else, who would you be? And he's really hesitant to answer the question. And then he goes into the song talking about, well, if I could be somebody else, this is who I would be, you know, if I wasn't an ogre. So it's a nice song.
All right, Chris, when are the shows going to be?
It's the 14th through the 23rd, so we do Friday and Saturdays at 7:30, Sundays at 3 o'clock. For the next 2 weeks, tickets are $18 for adults, $15 for senior citizens, and $13 for students with their ID.
All right, learn all about Shrek, what it's like to be an ogre, and much more in Lockport this weekend. Lockport, palacetheater.org is the website for more information.
That's correct.
All right, thank you, gentlemen, so much, and break a leg this weekend.
Thank you.